Ladies and gentlemen, it's not Oren Redenbacher, but are you ready to pop with the West Coast Popcast? We're back once again. We have a loaded show tonight. First show since me and Zach. First show since me and Zach went to GCW, our first show, which was really cool stuff there last Saturday. Just gonna check our stuff here. Let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know if you guys hear any echo, if my mic is all good, nice and loud. The guys will be joining me very soon. Just keep an eye out for that. Final boss knock, of course, your host another week. The Infinity Champion Eric will be back here, and he's gonna. This is the trial of Eric versus TNA has been going on for years, and we're gonna get him on trial once again because he made a bet for the Royal Rumble that if Cody won, we wouldn't have to talk about TNA for the next 3 weeks in the show. But here's the kicker: Cody gave up his spot. He gave up his Royal Rumble win, his spot at WrestleMania. So in the chat, let us know: is Eric's bet null and void now? Can we talk about total non-stop action and all the gloriousness of that show? I will say this though: once we do bring it up with the guys, I they're kind of breaking my heart here, man. I'm seeing so much discourse. Well, we're gonna get into it later, but as some of you guys may know, the president, guy who's in charge right now, Scott Demore, has been there for well over 20 years. Got fired unceremoniously after bringing TNA back. They put some other guy in charge. No idea who he is. I don't even know if this guy even knows about the wrestling business from Anthem, one of their guys, to oversee the daily day-to-day stuff. And I'm nervous, man. There's a lot of discourse backstage, and we just got Mustafa Ali coming in, Ziggler, Okada returned to TNA. We have all this momentum, and it's like a running joke at this point. We get all the momentum built up, and then we get our legs cut underneath from under us, and man, TNA was building momentum. I hope we can continue it. I hope this there's a good explanation once that comes out. But right now, we're in the wind, man. There's been so much drama. We all know about the WWE drama that we're probably gonna get into as well. Stardom's having some shakeups there, and I don't know what's gonna happen with that promotion. That's one of the best women's promotions in the world. Tons of great matches, tons of great talent over there. Right now, I think their main competition is what is it TJP or TJW? I mean, is that their main competition? Stardom and TJW. So right now we can see that takeover. The main guy who started Stardom is looking like he's going to take his talents elsewhere and start his own promotion. That's a whole story in itself. So we really got a lot to talk about. If you guys are watching Dynamite, of course, we go live at Dynamite every Wednesday. So we will be checking in with the show as well. We're on the Mone watch, if you will. And we've been putting this Mone spotlight out for well over a year. Will she show up? This is the time, it's the day. But it finally seems like we'll at least get the announcement of when she'll make her debut for AEW. Hopefully it's a debut match. Roll the red carpet out there. Give her mic time, you know, bring a freaking chopper. Let her arrive in a chopper to the TD Garden. Miss Mone in her hometown. And, the only flaw she has is that she's from Boston, in my opinion. As a New Yorker, as a native Bronx bomber, Boston makes me sick. Sick to my stomach. The Red Sox can go home. F the Red Sox. The Celtics are trash. Don't get me started on those Patriots or the cheaters, if you will. I can't stand Boston as a New Yorker, man. I can't stand them. But the best thing Boston's ever produced, that is Mercedes Moné. So she's going to take AEW's women to AEW period to new heights. Cannot wait for that, man. There's so many dream matches on the card. So for sure, let us know in the chat if you have dream matches that you're waiting for with Mercedes Moné. I'm very excited for that. It's just it's a wonderful time, man, to be a wrestling fan. There's a lot of drama, but there's also some good stuff going on. So as you guys might have seen, the Infinity Champion is joining us right now, just in time to talk about Boston's greatest export, Mercedes Moné.
So what's going on with Mercedes? Was there an announcement made, or what's the word? What am I walking into?
TD Garden, these jabronis over there might have jumped the gun, and they put out an advertisement for an AEW show come March 13th. TD Garden being in Boston, the home of people I despise. Besides Mone, of course. The home of the Celtics. It's looking like
Hey,
that'll be her debut. And TK's big announcement tonight is that Mercedes is signed. And he's been he's been letting that thing sing lately, man, on Twitter. He's going off again, taking shots at everybody, calling the Stardom president who just got fired a snake. He said he's working with the feds. All this. I know people get on TK about his tweets, but this dude actually is genuinely funny sometimes. He's a funny guy sometimes, man.
so his Twitter is something. So he actually announced Mercedes, or is it just still
We're waiting for
speculation?
it. So Dynamite tonight has an overrun, so it's going over time. And it's pretty much guaranteed. It's like the CM Punk secret. It's pretty. I don't want to compare it to that because that went sour, but it's pretty much like how that rollout was. Like it's a secret, but not really. She will be debuting for the company soon. It's already rumored that she taped some stuff for her debut last week. So it's a good time right now, man, for AEW. AEW is catching fire again.
Yeah. I'm still taking your word that the women's division is getting better, but
It's on
we'll
fire
see.
right now, bro.
We'll see.
Tony Storm is killing it.
Yeah, I'm happy that they're actually giving her the resources and the production that she deserves. Good on her.
Yeah, Deanna's been on fire since she started. Now, when TK debuts, this is the one thing I got to see with Deanna. I think he'll do things right with Mercedes, but when Deanna gets here, she's gonna get her pay-per-view shot at the title. I want to see what he does afterwards. Don't have her disappear, and we're not gonna see it from her again. Maybe reappear in Ring of Honor. Now that's a slight, but it's kind of like Ruby Soho had her big match and she kind of disappeared for a little bit. I want to say, who was it? Taya. So we've seen a few flubs in the past, and hopefully he gets it right this time because Deanna's a very wonderful talent.
You're more generous. Your description is more generous than I would have put it, but yeah, that's essentially what has happened. So
Yeah,
I hope I hope he gets his shit together.
yeah, I think he will, man. I was telling the chat, listen, when Mercedes shows up, man, bring out the chopper, make this the biggest thing ever. Have her arrive in style, give her, a quick little promo, a match, just roll out the red carpet, man, because this is exciting. Right now on Dynamite, for the first Dynamite check-in of the night, we have the Blackpool Combat Club versus CMML, some of their stars from this. And I know people kind of were like, oh, here comes another promotion TK works with, but these guys are killing it. They whooped John Moxley's ass last week. One of the guys, I think his name is Ichiro. Someone tell me if I'm wrong on pronunciating that. But he had a great match with Bryan Danielson. This dude's a technical wizard. So this is it's a good promotion. It's a good collaboration right now for me.
Here's my only problem. Also, first of all, anyone who complains about them working with other promotions, AEW started working with other promotions. Like, remember the Chinese acrobat wrestling
Yes,
promotion?
yes, that was Shima and his guys. I can't don't tell me what the name, but I can't think of the name. But that's correct.
Yeah, so they've always worked with other promotions. My only problem is that I know I haven't been as into wrestling as like when we started day one, but even there's some people that PK will just have on the show from other promotions, no introduction whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to just know who they are. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say that's the thing, that he's been doing that.
Yeah. I only knew that one of those guys was the original Sin Cara, which is not a good thing. The one who always botched.
Is he? Because I don't recognize any of these guys.
One of them is. I know that a lot of people were saying that one of them is, but and the other one I think I've heard good things about. But
he had a cool entrance, man. He blew some fire, man. He had to be going at his entrance, so he was good. And he's a great technical wrestler. He gave Danielson a run for his money with the technical stuff. He might have out technicaled the wrestler Danielson.
Damn, that's impressive. That's really impressive.
That dude is good, man. So right now it's a good little feud they're doing. I don't know how long this is gonna go, but it's so far a second week of this feud with the Blackpool Combat Club. But yeah, I mean, even this crowd, it looks even more full. Like it looks like a good sized crowd.
That's good. Also, what's up, Mr. All Power? I will say, I forgot to say when I went to that SmackDown, people make it sound like WWE shows are all sold out. They're not. I think we live in an age where wrestling shows, yes, they can get sold out, but like not weekly shows are not always going to be sold out. So I think we can start calming down on the AEW jabs on that.
Yeah, it's hard to do weekly television, and I don't fault WWE or AW if they're not fully selling it out. Of course, you want to see that. Um, it's getting a little scary for AW, but they're bouncing back. Like even some of their Canada dates are like some of the highest numbers I've seen them do.
Right. I still think they're shooting themselves in the foot by only doing like the same cities over and over, but whatever they want to do.
I think they just got to stick to like keep doing the big markets because sometimes they do some of the. I don't think it's an issue when you do the same markets or same cities when it's the bigger ones, but they go to like the same ones that are very small and like out of the middle of nowhere. And obviously everyone should get some wrestling shows, but like those tend to not do so well. They're in Phoenix tonight. Saray did promotion last night with the Suns. She like suplexed their mascot, do some alley oops to some of their guys, and so it was really good promotion, I thought. And then I think Swerve was on television promoting it as well. So it looks like they're getting that right too.
They are doing a lot more promotion. That
Yeah.
seems really cool. I know WCW also did like had their promotional stuff, but I think Tony Khan was this year 5, year 4.
What is it since 2019? Yeah, 5th year technically.
Yeah, he's moved them along steadily, and we're getting maybe that streaming deal soon.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully.
gonna be some interesting stuff there, man. I I don't know how they're gonna do it because I don't want to pay for another streaming service. So hopefully they put me. I have ESPN Plus. We have Max. Get me in there somehow. I'm not paying for something else.
Yeah, it's got to
Make
be
it work.
lumped in with something. It
Yeah,
can't just be a brand new one.
yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, I got Disney Plus. I got all of them. I got Disney Plus. Make it work, man. I'm not paying for no more of this shit. I'm tired of
Damn, I need to leech off some more.
it. Oh man, but what else is going on in this world? We're gonna wait for Zach to get to some of the Cody Roman stuff. That's a big thing. NXT. Zach is Zach experienced the NXT ambassador for us, so there's some
Yeah.
cool stuff there. Also tonight, man, do you think we'll see Sting win his first championship since when was I want to say since 2014 when he was the TNA World Heavyweight Champion? I want to say that
That is crazy. He's done this whole thing with no title, which is
no
something I
title.
respect. Uh
Uh, Ricky
he,
Starks and Big Bill, man.
I guess does he have how much longer until his retirement match?
It's next month, beginning March 3rd. So they're doing Revolution pay per view, and somehow, some way, Mercedes is either going to be there or be at the next Dynamite after that.
Then I mean, I guess they do have time to do like a mini storyline leading up to it, but I'd rather not. I guess just win it and drop it to the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him winning it. To go out. I don't think he needs something. They've built up so much. Like him and Darby have been undefeated for what 3 years now, something crazy. So I think if they get
Yeah.
the belt for a quick month reign, put some prestige on there. I think and it's going to be the tag belts are going to be in a major spotlight on Revolution. That thing is like that show is selling like hotcakes.
And honestly, if they're gonna do the retirement and Mercedes, it's gonna be interesting. This might be TK's. I'm sure he's had times where he's had like booked 2 major events back to back. He's had 2 debuts like back to back. He does a good job with that. But
Yeah,
he's gonna have to book that card right to give both those moments the shine they deserve.
yeah. I mean, he really likes to hit the debut and big moment spam. We had freaking Danielson and Adam Cole debut back to back, which was insane at All Out a few years back. So I like this is the AEW I like. All the excitement, TK going crazy with the booking, and he's having fun on Twitter. And honestly, I don't mind. I don't see an issue with it. I know people like to really badger and get on it, but he's feeling himself right now, and he's cooking right now. As long as he's cooking, I don't care about the Twitter stuff. This man, he must have a heart. I'm sorry to cut you off. He must have a horrible poker face because like a few weeks ago, someone see Mercedes tweeted she was next to the TD Garden, and he's tweeting out some gifs and memes about stuff. Can't wait for this. He's like, I am who I am, like some type of stuff. He's hilarious, man.
He is. He absolutely is. Ah man, I'm glad he's got Daniel. I hope Daniel Bryan and him are close up there. Brian's like, hey man, maybe hold back like 2%. But
Yeah.
he is funny. What's up, Moving Co? What's up, everybody in chat? They want Cody.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
We're gonna get into that, but I don't know. I hate to say it, but I don't know if I want Cody.
what?
I
What?
know, I know. It's The Rock versus Roman Reigns, man.
What?
No one's even talking about that anymore.
Doc, 2 years we've been trying to finish this story.
I know.
2 years.
The story should have even got started because we should have had The Rock last year.
That's right. Give me them flops in the chat. I want it just because we sacrificed so many good storylines for this moment.
We did.
We sacrificed Oos. We sacrificed Sami Zayn. I just want it to end so that when these, I mean, we're not going to have moments like those pop up organically again, but if they do, we can capitalize on them after Cody's story is done.
Yeah. And like for me, I don't think The Rock is beating Roman. I know he wants to, but I don't think he actually will. I don't think Roman's gonna lose till he beats Hogan's record anyways. So I'm fine if Cody just does something else for a bit now and then like calls him out, like how Zach said for Starrcade or something like that later on. Just don't unify all belts. You don't have to unify every single belt.
They don't have to do that. The thing is, I like the Starrcade idea, but I think it has to be Mania. It's got to be Mania for me. It's Mania or bust. You absolutely, Mr. All Power, you do not come into this. You do not come into this stream, into this chat, and talk about you, the new flop king. I was flopping while you were still finding your sea legs. I'm the flop and flop king.
Man, shout out to Newman Cole. What's up, bro? I see you in there.
Who's next to be sacrificed? Solo, Jimmy, Paul Heyman. I guess Paul. If you had to pick somebody, I could see Paul Heyman eventually being gone.
Yeah, I guess Paul Heyman. I mean, he's kind of he can survive just being backstage a bit, doing stuff back there. All these other guys, I think.
Yeah,
but I think Jimmy's the most expendable, though. I will say that.
He is, because nothing after he turned made sense to me. Nothing makes sense.
He didn't. He's kind of just there, and I hate to say it, but they have to. If they want to really get the Jimmy J thing going for Mania, the Rumble really showed me you have to really start working on Jimmy to get him up to that level. Not saying like he's not there like wrestling wise, but like that level in the sense of like his hype and his, because he's kind of just there right now.
I didn't realize, maybe because we were streaming it, it's weird to say that we missed things because we were streaming, but we were trying to be entertaining. He had more moments than I realized because WWE had they weren't great moments, but there was like one part where like he kept trying to like team up with random people in the match, and they would all turn on him, except I think Karrion Kross, and I did not see any of that until WWE posted on Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought he and Jay only touched like one time in the beginning, but I guess they had nothing big enough, nothing big to be like exciting for Mania, but more than I thought.
Man, yeah, everyone in the chat, man. I see you all guys. Prime time in there. What's up, bro?
You know what? Actually, no, this is a good time to make an announcement. Now we got a good amount of people in the chat.
Yeah.
So we had a Rumble contest prediction. I said if Cody won twice, we'd have no TNA for 3 weeks. I said if he didn't win the Rumble, then I'd stream TNA. But here's the thing. I thought I was saving you people from TNA. I thought I was helping you. But clearly, you people think I'm the villain for that because I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you guys to see that TNA is not worth it, but I'm the villain. So here's what I'm going to do to prove to you all that I'm the hero of this story. TNA talk is back on the table. You can talk about TNA all day if you like.
Yes, sir. But we're not going to stop there, man, because this was my idea to begin with. You're not taking credit for this. You got to prove to them when you stream Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. And you better get it while you can because there's a lot of backstage drama going on right now. I don't know how long we're going to keep these golden ages.
That's, you know what? You can take credit for it. I will stream TNA.
Yes, sir.
I will do it just so I can prove to you all that it's not good. So you know what? You can decide. Do you decide what I'm watching? Or are you gonna put up on a poll? I will leave that to you to decide what TNA I'm watching. Old, new, whatever. I will stream it, and I will prove to you all that it's fugazi. It's soft.
Oh, listen. I'll be real with you. You know, I love Total Some Extra Wrestling, but we're going straight to the old stuff. We're going to the classics, man. We got to start there first. We don't jump right into the pod. You know, you got to start with the trading blocks here. You know, you start with Mario 3D. You know, back in the day of the Nintendo. Then you build up. Then you go to VR. You don't jump into VR and get all seasick. Get your sea legs for the flop man.
Y'all heard it here first. So stick around. We've got tier lists and we've got TNA streams coming, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into that. Actually, speaking of you know, stuff like that with video games, I got one video game thing I want to talk to Eric about. But let's get to some of these comments. Ready or not, what's up, bro? What do you think happens tomorrow at the press conference? That's gonna be interesting, man. There's a lot on the table. Will The Rock continue to get booed?
Yes.
Yeah, he will. He will. But at some point, I mean, are there any people around to really get behind The Rock? I feel like all of his fans now are either like older, out of the wind, or in Hollywood now with his movies. I don't think because Cody's a hot thing right now.
Right. Yeah. I don't like any of this at all. It's all too confusing, and people claiming that it's planned, conspiracy, blah blah. It's just too messy.
It's just typical WWE, in my opinion. I don't see this, and I'm not giving him that much credit. I like Triple H knows the new regime, but I'm not giving him that much credit. Newmanco, your thoughts on NWA being on a CW streaming app? Talk about dropping the ball. That's my thoughts on it. They could have been on television, except they're on the streaming app that no one really watches. Yeah. It was. I don't remember if that was flop of the year or what we gave that Poppy or whatever, but yeah, that was it. Flop and fumble. That's like Zay Flowers fumbling on the goal line, man. He's got a good career ahead of him, but
he's gonna feel it.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We really appreciate all the support. You guys have been supporting us for a long time now, man. It's been a good chat these last few weeks, these last few months, actually, since we've been back with the podcast, this new layout, new formula. So really appreciate all that.
Yeah. You guys are the best.
But yeah, like if you guys waiting for the trio to be reunited, Zach will be here for sure. So keep an eye out on that. But right now, let's get into it here. The Xbox, man, Microsoft Team Green. Welcome to Team Blue. Phil Spencer says, we're listening and we hear you. We've been planning a business update event for next week where we look forward to sharing some more details with you about our vision for the future of Xbox. Stay tuned. So he put this tweet out. They have a new thing coming on next week. It's heavily rumored. It's been heavily rumored for a while that Xbox is going third party, going multi-platform, waving the white flag, if you will. We have an Xbox game right here.
Whoa, wait. Waving the white flag.
Waving the white flag.
We see this article two different directions. I see it as PlayStation saying, sir, we've tried our hardest. We haven't been able to win Game of the Year in so long. Would you mind lending us some support? You mind sending the Master Chief to back us up? You mind sending Marcus Phoenix?
Game of the Year. I see it as waving a white flag, as well as many other Xbox fans who are saying they're no longer going to be fans of the system. They're finished. All this type of stuff. You have not been on the internet, clearly, Eric. But so this is happening. It's looking like it's a big thing. We don't know what games might be coming over. If it's going to be like a smaller title, like a Hi-Fi Rush, or an older title like the old Halos Master Chief Collection, or newer games like Starfield and Indiana Jones. We don't know. We will see next week. Newmanco, I know you be gaming. Anyone else out there be gaming, let us know what you think. I love this. I actually love this. My only concern, though, is the competition factor. If they go, straight up platform, like third party, no more like consoles or whatever, it's all about Game Pass, I'm worried that PlayStation, they won't keep up like the high quality. They're already dropping the ball. We need competition. That's my whole point.
So before this, I can't remember. I think it was with Game Pass, like how you can literally play every Xbox game on your computer, no problems. I had a theory. I don't think Microsoft cares about console competition anymore. I think they purely. First of all, it's Microsoft. They're going to make their money. Period. Like not just in gaming. They've got contracts like with the fucking military. They've got money. I honestly do see this as a strategy of They're making money off PlayStation now, giving them. I don't think they're gonna get like Halo and like Gears of War. I don't think they're getting
I
the
don't
big
know,
money
man. I
market.
think we're getting Halo, man.
I can see like Hi-Fi Rush and Starfield and Call of Duty, because didn't they just buy? Was it Blizzard they bought or?
Yeah, but everybody, Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, so I can see like those kinds of games, and I can see PlayStation being like, "Hey, we'll pay the cash if we gotta get them." But I don't see this as a bad deal for Xbox, and I think this will definitely bump up people who buy PlayStations. But to be honest, the reason to buy Xboxes have been kind of low. Like, I'm not gonna buy a new Xbox Series X. I have a computer. I can just stream all those games.
That's the thing. Like that's where people like hitting the Mayday alarm, screaming, from the top of their lungs. There's no incentive to really buy the Xbox anymore because if it's everywhere, PC or gonna be on PlayStation. Like I saw my Xbox One and I'm keeping it because I'm probably one of the very few people that have the Kinect still, and I like it,
Yes.
So I'm keeping my Xbox One. I have no incentive to upgrade.
Yeah, I don't think I think from a business point they're fine. I think they have lots of money. I think they can do this because they have the funding to do it. They can take risk. I think Microsoft and Xbox are fine.
Yeah, and that's the thing we got to see because they can do this. They already when they were losing the console wars, they already said whatever, we'll do Game Pass, we'll go into service. We're not even worried about selling our games. We're about just get a subscription service. They took a chance. It was like a Hail Mary. And then whatever reason, PlayStation was like, oh yeah, let's do the same thing. They stopped making multiplayer games, became all about games as a service, and that hurt their brand. Now Xbox is going to start doing this. If PlayStation gives up their exclusives, that's going to be a bad thing. You don't see Nintendo doing that. Why do people buy Nintendo and their Switch in their games? Because of the exclusives, not because
That's
of the
true.
hardware. The hardware is trash.
Exactly.
So if PlayStation gives their exclusives like Xbox, I'm more than positive Microsoft can get turned around and be like, you know what? Let's make our next console the greatest, like most like exclusive, craziest specs type of console. Now PlayStation won't be able to keep up, and now you have no reason to buy PlayStation if they don't keep up with the specs and no exclusives. So we'll see how that plays out. But I'm on the fence where I'm saying we're getting Halo, we're getting Gears, we're getting all of it.
Just real quick before I continue, as Tsunami said, Justice League Unite. I'm trying to get I'm gonna get the finger sign right one day, but send them flops in the chat. But you are right. You are like exclusives do play a big ass role because like you said, the only reason people buy Nintendo is for Mario and Zelda. There's literally a PlayStation bootleg version of what's that Ink game?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. They're making oh shoot, what happened? Foam Stars.
Yeah, I just played
It's
it
actually
last night.
free right now. It's good.
No.
Oh,
I mean, because I played the one that's based on, and I keep playing it like it's that, but so yeah, just play the Nintendo version. But it's definitely not all Destruction All Stars.
I was about to mention that. I was like, because
hey, whoa, real quick, Mr. Allpower is saying it happened.
Breaking news: Mercedes Mone. Okay. I have a Mercedes Mone slide somewhere. We'll get to that. Oh, here we go. Mercedes Mone is all elite, baby. Definitely gonna look into this because this is exciting. This is the shot of adrenaline they need. It's all money, and allegedly she got the bag. She's the highest paid woman ever in wrestling history.
She deserves it. She absolutely deserves it.
100%.
I hope she gets to have say, and I hope it's not like I'm sure TK will listen to her, but I mean like in her contract, I hope she gets to like have control over some of the women's product.
And I think I'm gonna say it now too. All these people, they love the attitude era. They always want to hold on to that. This is the greatest era of wrestling I've ever seen.
Oh, okay. When Zach comes in, we gotta ask him. We gotta see how he says.
It out there for a multitude of reasons. It's more accessible. It's everywhere. You have more than one promotion consistently, not just like more than two actually, not just WCW or WWE. You have AEW everywhere. You have TNA, WWE, New Japan, all these type of promotions.
TNA.
The women get treated a lot better. They have more spotlight to do what they want to do, not be harassed and traumatized. The money is bigger. The TV deals are bigger. Backstage seems way healthier. There's so much more.
Unless you ask Undertaker.
I play some video games. When all this stuff that came out with Vince, it begs the question, Taker, what were you talking about with the backstage back then?
He had to know some shit. He was too close. But yeah. We might have to do a tier list on this. You brought up a good point. We're doing some eras tier lists. See which one's the GOAT.
We might have to, because I'm calling it right now. We don't really have a name for this era yet, but it's the best in my opinion.
Only thing it's missing is John Cena.
It's funny how he's not in this era at all.
Actually, you know what? No, he is. He's putting people over in this era. So never mind. He is there.
Oh man.
We got some love for the Braun Panties matches, some love for the mud matches. They missed the Vince era. They missed the time when Vince was in charge.
Well, we already know what type of time Mr. All Power is on. Mr. Douchey. Funny how you guys are both misters.
It's funny they say that because now I think about those mud matches, those Braun Panties matches. Knowing what we know about Vince now, it makes me feel dirty. It's like I have to take a shower.
Yeah.
Only gentleman in the chat.
But shout out to Mercedes, man. I'm guessing he announced the TD. Let me know in chat. Announced the TD Garden March 13th episode. I'm curious if he gave it a big name, like how he did with CM Punk shows. But this is huge, man. This is good.
Great announcement. I just knowing that the what's it called? What channel is he on? TNT, Warner Brothers. Knowing that they want him to announce these things ahead of time for the ratings, kind of. I like the surprise. I like you've earned the announcement by paying to go to the show, like, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that. But Warner Brothers, they're gonna be corporate and they want their ratings boost.
Which also, I mean, I guess TK does it in a way that it kind of works because he always announces like every 5 weeks we'll hear TK's got a big announcement.
Yep.
But really, all this, I mean, I feel like this hypes up their YouTube channel more than anything because I'm gonna go on YouTube and watch this. I'm not gonna.
That's the thing. As long as they keep it on like TNT, just cable. Once I get that streaming service, I'll be able to watch it way more often. Go back and watch some stuff. Like, it's good to see it on YouTube too, but you can't really get the full show. So I think they got to bring that out.
Right. Do you think AEW will get over 1 million views now that they have Mercedes?
I hope so, man. I think she's going to bring a lot of different eyes in there. So we'll see what they get for this rating. I want to see how close they are. I'm going to get closer to Revolution with that big show. I really do hope they get close to 1 million, but at some point, and I hate to keep saying it, Jericho's got to take a step back. It's getting hard to watch some of these matches, and he's holding back. Don Callis got to take a step back too, because you have Powerhouse Hobbs there, Takeshita, all these guys that can really go. I want to see the spotlight on them. This is kind of like the Jericho Appreciation Society again, where the spotlight is on the wrong person.
I don't watch his stuff anymore, so I don't like. It sucks because I really liked Jericho, but now not just because of his in-ring stuff, I don't like him anymore as a person. I don't think. I hope they get 1 million, but I don't. I think if they had CM Punk, even though I still hate that he has that effect, I think CM Punk and Mercedes together gets them over 1 million. But I'm not sure how many times he got it with Punk by himself.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, I think Collision wasn't hitting 1 million that much, but his first run before the whole all-out brawl-out thing, they were hitting 1 million pretty consistent, I think. If I'm wrong.
I feel like it was twice, but maybe I wasn't watching enough, so maybe it was consistent.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, at this point, let's be honest. I think Mercedes is a better wrestler than CM Punk.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's see if she can be that draw that they really need. I mean, and at this point, too, this is the greatest assembly of a roster I've ever seen, I think. I don't think that a roster's ever been this talented.
And they might get Camille. The word is that she is holding off on her WWE signing because TK is letting her have more freedom to pursue acting.
So I kind of seen that too, and it kind of makes sense. That'd be good to see her. And also, I didn't think she was that much of a fit in WWE, anyways.
I could see it. I could see it. Her being I feel like she would also have the same role of Jade, kind of being the big athletic monster. Not Jade. Yeah, Jade. Sorry. Um, so it would be weird. They have to be on two different shows because they'd be the same gimmick, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, I also think that probably would have put her straight to NXT.
I think that was the plan, that she was going to sign with NXT. And also that wrestler that you really like, Julia, is that her? How you say her name?
Oh
In
yeah, yeah,
Stardom?
yeah.
Yeah, she also delayed signs with WWE, so we'll see.
So there's another reason for that. It's nothing to do with AEW thing. But there's another reason for that we'll get into later. I'll just talk about it right now since you mentioned it. So did you see the guy who founded Stardom and was the president, the Booker? He just got fired.
I remember you telling me, yeah.
So he was like pretty much poaching talent, telling him like, "Listen, I don't think you should re-sign here. Go sign with WWE." The rumor is he convinced Kyrie Sane to help go back to WWE. He was trying to get some other people to jump ship, and he talked about Julia to jump ship as well. And this is while she's under contract. This is why all those rumors started happening. It was because of that. And he's also trying to get out of Stardom to start his own company. So he's trying to bring all these people there. So that's what the rumors that was going on. And the reason Julia's delaying her WWE trip is because she wants to help get his new promotion off the ground and then go before she leaves Japan. So that's kind of the thing that's going on there. We'll bring it up right now. We can bring Zach back in when he gets here. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, man. It's pretty insane. Let me see if I can find it.
While you're looking for that, Mr. All Power, of course I did. We're gentlemen here. You already know. Birds of a feather.
Oh man, Mr. All Power. You got any more suggestions for me, man? Anything else? Any other categories?
I saw the Lisa Ann get it. All Power, you and me, we're going to start our own show on YouTube. You and me.
Oh, this dude is something else, man.
Oh man. So go ahead.
Transitioning from that one. Rossi Ogawa, I think that's how you say his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, pretty much. TK was ready to start shooting shots. It's like this dude is working with the feds, man. He's a snake. He was saying all this stuff on Twitter. He was letting that thing fly. I guess everyone's.
I thought you, when you said working with the feds, I thought you meant like TK was saying that Tony was working with the feds. I was like, okay, that's a weird flex. But no, so Tony's like, this dude's a snitch. It's like some old school gangster type like insult. Like he's working with the feds.
He's working with the World Wrestling Entertainment, the feds, man, Federation.
Okay.
So it was just hilarious to see how it all played out, because not even 20 minutes after this news happened, TK's like, yes, let's go. And I'm thinking, okay, reading into this, everyone blamed Tony Khan for not bringing over Stardom talent and just bringing over the men's side of the Japanese relationship, their partnership.
Right.
And now it's looking like it wasn't TK at all. It was this guy. He wanted him to go to WWE. He didn't give a fuck about AEW. That's what it's kind of looking like now.
But why? Why is he so pro WWE?
Like so much like for me, like there's so much like uncertainty and so much like stuff that I don't even know the full story of this, but that's what's been coming out. And now that he's making his own promotion, Stardom is kind of in the wind because so much of the talent that's there, they're loyal to him. They were brought in, they got their start from him. So there's a lot of people that already let Bushiroad know that they're leaving as soon as they can. They want out. So let's say at most, let's say like half the roster leaves. That's a lot of talent, man. And I was saying in the pre-show before we got here, Stardom's main competition, I think, is TJPW. You have a lot of people over there like Mayu Yamashita, a lot of people over there that's like really, really good. And if you lose most of your talent, I don't know where Stardom's going to be after this. So it's going to be something. And then you have another rival promotion that's going to be starting up. So it's going to be very interesting over there in the Japanese women's wrestling.
I say this every year when we do the poppies, that I really need to get into Stardom, and now I'm afraid that it's going to be too late, that I'm missing out.
Yeah, man, this hit the internet like a bomb, man. This was insane. So yeah, Julia looks like she's for sure going WWE bound. Just gonna delay that a little bit. I put Kairi Sane there as well. That's some of like the main stars in Stardom right there. Uwatani, who's like the Hiroshi Tanahashi, the ace for Stardom. She's the only one that has like a long-term contract, so she might be there for a bit. But she's
Right.
another one who I think was more loyal to Roshi Agawa and would want to leave. I think they're doing a documentary on her life though, so that's probably why she's gonna stick around for a bit. The one
That's
in
cool.
that middle on the left, I believe that is Tom Nakano. She just won like the major championship, and she was a little pissed off because all this stuff kind of overshadowed her win. And I think she's one of the main girls that came out and said like she's not leaving Stardom. She's gonna stay here, hold it down.
Okay. Good on her.
Yeah, and it just plays more of it too because one of the biggest rivalries in this promotion right now is Tom and Julia, and Tom Nakano is staying while Julia is leaving. So it's kind of like just see like the diversity there, the two characters playing it to real life.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I mean, it's interesting to see a guy that old. I was trying to find a nice way to say that, but a guy of that age starting a promotion. But it
Yeah.
sounds like he's not starting completely from scratch.
No, he's gonna be coming in hot, man, and with all his controversy, we're gonna see. I don't know, like how things are gonna work in Japan. If he's gonna get like blackballed at certain places, or if he has so much built up reputation and stock with some of these places and these venues that he'll just be all right and fine. It's gonna be very interesting. But coming into the scene, we have the main man, Zach.
Wait, whoa, whoa.
Hello.
All right, wait. I'm sorry. That was. Do you know who this guy is? Knock. That's the
Uh,
introduction we're giving him. I'm sorry, Zach. Can you leave the stage for a second? We have to do this again the right way.
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a man who's been more places than Nightcrawler. Let me introduce you to a man who's got hotter vision than Cyclops. Let me introduce you to a man who makes the ladies weather than storm. This man, the main man, his name, it's Zach.
Gotcha.
Oh, you got you back for it. How's it going? How you doing?
How's it going? Terrible. How you guys doing?
Oh damn, we're talking about some of the stuff in Stardom that's going on.
Oh yeah, that's something else.
Oh yeah, we've got the flops in the chat. And Zach, I don't know if you missed it. Mr. All Power and I, we decided we're starting a new show. It's Mr. All Power's got all the news. He's got the kind of news that I want to hear. All the adult film stars support Cody. I got Mr. All Power. Name our show. While we're doing this boring show, I want you to start pitching our show. So come up with a name, come up with everything. Oh man.
But how's everything going, Zach?
Terrible. I just told you. It's a shitty day. That's all right.
Sorry.
Oh man. We were just talking about Stardom and all the controversy going on there with their boss who just got fired for poaching talent and working with the
That's
feds.
Scott Demore, man. That's Scott Demore poaching talent. I knew it. I knew Scott Demore was up to something.
Scott Demore is clean, man. This is ridiculous. This is unbelievable.
He's finally clean. He finally got out of that muck, that shit.
Within a week, it's crazy because within a week we've had Roshi Agawa from Stardom and now Scott Demore from TNA get fired. Both presidents of their respective companies, and we're still waiting to get the cans on WWE. But
Mr. All Power, I do expect a cans joke in there.
Oh, it's already happening. The wheels are already turning. And also, Tsunami, you are still my wise man. You are still my right hand man. Never forget that.
Oh man, and Zach, as I can see, you already saw. She's all elite, baby.
She's all elite. Did they announce it? I just caught Tony Khan's announcement of a pay-per-view that someone's aunt named.
Oh, what's it called?
Oh, here, let me just add this really quick. I added while I was loading up here. Big business.
That is disgusting. Disgusting, Tony. He has a room full of people, and that's what they come up with.
Yeah. I mean, it works for me, man. I'm a Tony Khan supporter here, man. It works.
if this was a Shane McMahon like pay-per-view, I get it because he's all about the money. But
Maybe he'll show up too, man.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking my language. That's what the
We
kids
already
want to
got
see.
Scotty No Hottie over here.
What do you think of the basic build to this and not announcing Mercedes per se? Basically, you have her logo with the new big business logo kind of meshed in there and her colors. I was looking for Easter eggs as my stuff was loading here and I couldn't find any. But big business, 5 weeks from tonight, obviously the debut of Mercedes Mone.
So if you look into on the left there from Big Business, he put Boss Todd. Is that they can put that? That's not copyright?
No, it's not.
That's right.
That's a fair one.
So I mean,
that is.
I was telling Eric, roll out the red carpet, man. Have her show up in a helicopter, give her a little bit of promo time, a match, everything, man. Make this feel like the biggest thing ever because this is about to be your biggest star, the highest paid woman in wrestling history. And I think this kind of splits the difference. Eric was talking about the Warner Bros. And them wanting to announce certain people. You kind of announce her without really announcing her to keep it like somewhat of a surprise, I guess. But I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be real cool when she does that promo for McDonald's after her debut, just like Britt Baker did.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking there, but I think we've evolved from there. We've evolved.
I hope so. I'm still waiting for proof, but I hope so.
Oh man.
Well, my wife Camille from NWA is pretty much going to AW2, which it adds to. I got you twice here. Twice. I forgot what I was talking about. Camille is going to AEW to build up the division for Mone because you don't want her to just go for a title. And then there's your storyline, and then you're left with Bupkis.
Yeah. That's kind of what we've been saying for what's her name? It's been happening with Ruby Soho in the past. Kind of came in, disappeared. Taya, Valkyrie. So hopefully we get it right now.
Yeah, start some feuds.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that's gonna be happening. I'm trying to say. So this is all our stuff right here, Zach. Or that's just that one part you added.
I just added this, and then I added the Rock Cody poll. Whenever you want to touch on that.
All right, we'll definitely get to that in a bit because I think that's like the main thing, the biggest storyline coming out of last week for sure. It's been insane. But Dynamite right tonight, we're already seeing Swerve. We already knew what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be Swerve and Hangman versus Joe at Revolution. We have the tag team titles later on with Sting. Tony Storm tapped out Red Velvet. I don't know if you've seen it with an ankle lock.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're building more on that. And I threw this one on here because talking about last SmackDown with the Cody and Rock stuff kind of overshadowed this huge split. Damage Control is no more. Bailey's going after Io Sky. Kind of did like the Batista and Evolution breakup here. But what do you guys think about this? And should Bailey get a main event spot?
I will say I didn't realize how overshadowed it was until you said that because I've watched that segment like 4 times and I like it. But you're right, like it really is overshadowed. She deserves a main event spot, but she's not going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, she can't really get on the poster, and that's why I had to give her own segment here because it's ridiculous. Royal Rebel winner can't get a poster, can't even get no merch. But
she's not even at the press conference tomorrow.
Not at the press conference. It's insane.
That really sucks because she has been carrying. She's been building other stars just like Becky has been. So kudos to both of them because you're building for other stars to be your main stars in the future. Both of them have been doing that this year, and Bailey, I think, got the short end of the stick on that, but she's been doing great.
Yeah.
I just wish stop saying the Royal Rumble winner gets the main event spot. I don't remember the last time they actually did, besides I guess Cody last year, but I mean, just stop doing it.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's insane. Let's see, Mr. All Power. Here comes Sting. So it must be main event time, man. Zach, how you feel? Does Sting getting his first championship since the TNA World Title for 1 month? Is it a good booking decision?
Yeah, because why not? It's Sting. I'm fine with it, and it means he's. What does it mean? But I think it means that he's going to lose in his final match, which is good, what you do anyways, and then. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too, man. If he loses to the Bucks, that's good either way. If he wins and you do a tournament for the tag team championships, the Sting Invitational or something. That'd be kind of cool too. But
True.
get the tag team division back on track. I think after this, that'd be good to
Yes.
see.
It would be cool. I guess that's also a nice little thank you to Sting and Darby as a tag team to give them the titles. Period.
Yeah. The way Ricky's coming off the belt, man, he's holding it very close. That's usually a telltale for me when a champion's about to lose.
Is he wearing red?
He's not. He's wearing yellow.
Oh, okay.
Kurt send him out.
But last weekend, me and Zach attended GCW, our first GCW show. Went in, man. I was about blood and guts getting spilled all over me, but luckily we came out unscathed. Zach, how did you feel about GCW last week? Coldest winter.
Hot start. Hot start. And then so they built the card. Knock and I were talking about this as we were leaving. They built it like old Saturday Night's Main Event and Rampage. They did this match right here with Nemeth and Cardona first, and then at the end they had their world title match. But the bigger matches dwindled into the smaller matches and then the title match. So it got a little long, and there's some matches that were way longer than you should. If you have a gimmick, your match shouldn't be 15, 20 minutes long. Just say that. But it was fun. It was a lot more enjoyable than I thought a GCW show would be, just because everything I've seen from GCW, it's like they just want to one-up ECW in some capacity. It wasn't like that. It was good wrestling, and this match was really fun to watch, too. You can watch it on our channel. We had a lot of fun doing it, and they had a lot of fun doing this match.
Yeah. And shout out to Chris Bay, man. It's my second or third time seeing him live.
Yeah.
Dude always brings it, man. He kills it every single time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys had fun at that one.
It was a good one. And to close out the month, we'll be seeing a moment of violence. Was a prestige wrestling match.
Yep.
Mustafa Ali, man, good to see him. And Jordan Grace coming off a hot Royal Rumble debut as a TNA knockout champion.
Yep.
Speaking of GCW, did you guys want to announce the new member of the podcast?
We have not. We're putting applications out, but we will look to have another fourth member, some guests coming on. But so far, that role has not been filled. So
I thought we found the perfect guy.
We didn't find the guy at all.
You know,
he doesn't have a nose for it. I got him.
Oh man.
He is the dirt sheet.
Let's go back to talk about Gambit.
Oh man. Oh, that's nice. Ready or Not says he hopes your day gets better.
Thank you, Ready or Not. I appreciate that.
Only took Knock and I didn't say it first. Thank you, Ready or Not, for being more compassionate than us. We just jumped right into wrestling.
These assholes.
Oh man. Yeah, that's
Zach, we need a hot take. We need a soundbite. Let's go.
Hey, nice Wolverine shirt, man.
Time is money, pal.
Yeah, my Gambit's in the wash.
I bet Gambit never sold merch like that, Eric.
Check it. You know what? Again, check it out if you haven't. Go see the tier list. They read the comments every morning. They wake up and they see those comments and they know they made a mistake.
Speaking of comics, though, Zach,
yes,
let's talk about this right here.
Let's get into it. So this is the kind of big moments from the poll this week that I found. I want to get back into comics. It's very tough getting into comics here in LA. Why? Because shit's sold out. Ultimate Black Panther #1 comes out today. If you got a copy of it, let me know how you like it. I might do what I did with Ultimate Spider-Man on the channel here. Again, if you haven't read Ultimate Spider-Man, I put the whole comic on the video. And I might do the same with this. So if you want to read it, I might do that. So click on it if you want to read it for free. But I'm excited. Ultimate Black Panther #1 coming out. It is in the vein of Ultimate Spider-Man, the new Ultimate Universe, where the maker, the evil Reed Richards, who created Battle World, is messing with this timeline and everything is in flux. So we get to see a new version of T'Challa. Storm is in this one. There's a whole bunch of variant comics. I will not be getting this first print. Why? Because it's sold out in LA. Tons of variants for Thundercats #1. That starts up again today too. New stories, new art, new creators. I forgot the comic line that it's on, but so many variants for this one. Let me know if you're going to read this one. Again, new Thundercats. And I think I'm going to try to pick this one up. One of the variants should be in stock. And then Batman #142. I'm not going to pick this one up. I put this on here because we are getting another iteration of a Joker origin story. This time, the Joker and his henchmen all went through the stuff at Ace Chemicals, and he's the last one surviving. He doesn't know exactly where he's living his life right now. He's not fully the Joker, but this guy in a reimagining, I do believe in rebirth, of Batman's origin, who is his teacher, a la Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins, teaches him some stuff on how to be the Joker. And the comedian inside the Joker makes him realize, wait a minute, I need to be this evil being, the Joker. So that's your new origin story in Batman 142. Enjoy reading that trash, and the multitude of variants of that one as well are on screen.
Man, DC really can't get it right, huh?
Just tell me a good Joker story. Give me another long Halloween with some other people, or give me some reasons to really enjoy the villains. I don't need new origins of everybody constantly.
Who did Killing Joke? Was it Frank Miller?
Yes, I do believe.
Okay. I feel like everybody just wants to hit that one. Like Frank Miller comes up with that story, and we all like agree that that's the origin. DC didn't even say that was the origin for a while. The fans were just like, "This is so good, we are accepting it." I feel like every comic book writer who tries to do origin stories now, they're like, "Hey guys, I can do it too. Like my story, I have ideas too."
Yeah,
and it's done too many times.
Exactly, 100%. 100%. Just make a cool Joker story where he's damn evil and we want to hate the Joker and root for Batman. It's not that hard.
Yeah, and don't kill him and don't pee on the Flash.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that, man. That is so ridiculous.
I finally watched those scenes, and God, that game is fucking trash.
How do you? Don't get me started on that again.
And then he tries peeing on Brainiac at the end when they kill him, but then Waller and fucking crippled I'm going as Walt White for Halloween Lex Luthor shows up and like he stops peeing on him. That game. DC. God. But yeah, that's this week's poll. So
great poll, great segment. I actually didn't know about these about the new Ultimate Universe period, so that's pretty cool.
It's cool. Coming up this week or next week, I do believe, is Ultimate Spider-Man #2. You find out who the Green Goblin is. It's a big surprise. And you find out the actual suit that Spider-Man has on. It's not the one we all think. And also the second print of Ultimate Spider-Man #1 comes out. And then next month, when Ultimate Black Panther #2 comes out, the reprint, the second print of Ultimate #1 comes out. The only edition that is for sale that I can get right now is a $300 variant comic. $300 before it even hits shelves.
Oh,
crazy.
God. My God. Oh, and they say comic book stores are going broke.
They're all right.
Primetime asked, did you see the new Wolverine comic?
I didn't. Let me know what you think about it. I glanced over that and the new X-Men. I forgot what number 23 or whatever they're on right now because the whole Krakoa stuff was a little too much for me. It was just a lot of information. So let me know what you think about it.
Yeah. I feel like when I see comics period nowadays, I feel like I'm diving into a pool that I just am not prepared for.
That's why, I'm fine with this new Ultimate Universe, but I do believe they're going to skate backwards and rehash what universe was originally there with this storyline and make that tie into the MCU's Secret War. So it's like, it's a cool story, but it's also going to be kind of a waste of time.
I feel you.
Oh, man. Well, shout out to everyone jumping in the chat, man. So, not the good way.
You know it. As long as you differentiate what's the good way, what's the bad way, I love it.
Oh, man. That's hilarious. Speaking of flops, man, after putting in all the work to bring TNA back, we briefly talked about this. Finally getting it off the ground, we had Okada return. We had Motor City Machine Guns. Freaking Will Ospreay was here. This guy put in so much work and they fired him. The rumor they said was he was making TNA too much like his image. It was all about what he wanted and not what the Anthem company wanted. That's the one who owns TNA right now. All these wrestlers came out in his support. Former world champion Josh Alexander, current champ Jordan Grace, Kylan King, Matt Cardona, Moose, Trinity even stepped in. new talent Leon Slater, who does a crazy swanton 450 splash for his finisher, all speaking out against this firing. And what it made it seem too in the call, they said, "Oh, it was a mutual parting," but it turns out he actually got fired like unceremoniously. So I don't know what's going on TNA, but just like Stardom, things have got turned over.
You know, I'm not a religious man, but I prayed for this.
This has you've written all over, man. You've been hoping for our downfall for so long, and finally I can talk about TNA again, and it's just bad news.
Hey, but I mean, hey, this is actually the first time I've seen a picture of Scott, and I recognize him. I used to take his lunch money back in school. This little twerp.
Team Canada, man. He's a former Team Canada manager.
He looks like Team Canada water boy.
Yeah, this one sucks, man. It doesn't make any sense, but
I don't get why you wouldn't just put people. If you're Anthem, why not just put people in place to not to keep him in check, but like, all right, you're now going to be one of 4 people to make decisions, or however many people. I don't understand like the firing of someone who just got all this hype around them and gave them basically, I'd say between 30 and 40,000 more viewers a week.
Seriously, they like you. I would say if ratings were dropping, or like, the ratings have already been in the gutter for years. He actually did some type of work to get him up. It doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like when Triple H was running NXT and then Vince was like, no, I can't do it like this.
Yeah, I mean that's corporations for you. They've got their
how
visions.
Vince turned out.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a good thing to do other than Mercedes at Big Business. Bring his ass in. He either runs Rampage or ROH. You give him one of those 2 things.
Give him Rampage.
I'll take it.
I say this way. Also, on the side of giving people stuff, put Gail Kim in charge at this point. She's been like the workhorse behind the scenes for us as well in TNA. I think it'd be cool to see her in that position. I'd love to see what she does booking wise.
Yeah. Would you want TK to buy TNA?
Yes. Purchase it. Get that world title on there. Get the talent. Merge it with Ring of Honor. And you know what else? Also, I want to see the Ultimate X on a bigger stage. Mr. All Power, you are talking my language right now.
You say that, but I still remember Zach's disappointment when Ring of Honor became TK's Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but Ring of Honor was never that good anyways. Let's be honest. It was never TNA Pro Lives Action Wrestling.
First of all, it was named TNA for tits and ass in the early 2000s because that was the time, and they figured out we can't call it that, so let's call it Total Nonstop Action. Bam.
Listen, Game of Thrones did it. We did it too, man. You know they get the views in. Mr. All Power knows.
I feel like now I'm seeing what it's like to see a promotion hater from the outside. This is how I am.
Oh man. We had a little bit of a hot take earlier, Zach, before you joined. I told Eric this is the best era of wrestling ever, and he had some disputes about that.
I didn't disagree. I just said I don't know. Yeah.
It might be. That's a good argument. That's oh man, that's a really good question.
I do want to open it up to the chat as well. You guys definitely let us know. And for the last Dynamite update of the night, West Coast Poppers, your new AEW World Tag Team Champions. Eric, how do you do it? Take it away. Darby Allin.
Sting!
Yes, sir, man. Pinning Ricky Starks. He should have took the pin, but shout out to Sting. His sons are in the crowd as well.
Oh, or you can give him a Japanese version. It's Stinger.
That's nice. We already talked about Roshi Ogawa getting fired from Stardom. So pretty much, Zach, since he got fired, a lot of the women that were loyal to him in Stardom are going to jump ship with him to his new promotion. So Stardom's kind of looking like in a bad way. And Julia, she said she was staying away from WWE for a little bit to work on her English, but it turns out she's going to stay back to help this guy start his new promotion, then go to WWE. Yeah, a lot of stuff
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Peacemaker? What?
Yes,
Oh my God.
pop news of the week. I'm gonna get a whole graphic later or next week for sure. But if you guys watch the Grammys, Jay-Z jumped out there with his daughter Blue Ivy and hit the ether button. Was dissing everybody, saying some of you guys are gonna get robbed tonight. Some of you guys don't even belong to be in the category. And he pretty much said, his wife has won the most Grammys of all time and never got Grammy from Album of the Year. He just went off of there, made everyone. You can tell the crowd was very uncomfortable, but it was hilarious.
Good.
Shout out to Hove, man. Taylor Swift, for all our Swifties out there, I know I live with one. Her Eras Tour is coming to Disney Plus next month, beginning of March. So you can stream it all you want. I know I'll be hearing it 24/7. Can't believe it.
I'm so glad I don't
I'm
live
smiling
with
right now.
anymore. I'm free from that. I don't gotta hear it no more.
I'm smiling right now, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but this is honestly, jokes aside, happy for her and Kelsey. You do you, stay together, write a song about him, whatever. But this has been the most I've ever heard about Taylor Swift since she started dating Kelsey. I forgot his first name for a minute. But yeah.
Wow, it's all about Taylor, huh?
Fuck, I didn't say Taylor. Shit. Shit. Yeah, man. NFL is really raking in. They're really using her as much as they can.
Mr. Nucci jumping in there. Yes, sir. Travis, man. Travis.
Oh my God. I just want to say you should not be watching this podcast. This is who I've been playing Power World with. He's supposed to be on there getting me my damn oars. I better go back on there and have some ore.
Oh, they got Eric.
Oh, the Young Bucks are beating up Sting. I did not. How do I delete comments? I deny this accusation.
Oh man!
Oh, look at all these.
Here.
Yeah, you know what? You and your Swifties can go. How about you and you fucking nerds? You can talk all your power nonsense.
We've got a whole factory.
Good.
Pals.
All of it. It's called Lambda Inc. Enjoy your Pal World bull crap.
Oh man!
I hate how much I'm fucking hooked on this game.
That's crazy.
Why is there a dickhead on the screen?
Continuing real quick. I gotta talk about it. James Gunn announced the season 2 for
yes,
Peacemaker is finished.
One of my favorite things about since we came back, here's a little behind the scenes news. I don't know most of what we do on the show until we do it. This was a genuine Zach. Let me ask you a question. Do you really want to taste it? No. Let me know. Welcome to the show. Devil in disguise. I lost it.
You know what, Eric? You guys talk about what you want to talk about. I got to put up a graphic here that I forgot to put on here.
Okay. Is Power World Game of the Year? I fucking hope so. I don't think it is quality-wise, even though I'm hooked on it. But I think it'd be the funniest thing ever if Nintendo fucking lost Game of the Year to Power World.
That'd be insane. I think they definitely would sue if that happened. Speaking of Peacemaker, also Last of Us 2 has another casting. The mother from Home Alone, Catherine O'Hara, has joined the cast. This is the first casting that I have actually no idea who she's playing. I can't even guess. So it might be a new character for the show that hasn't been in the games, in my opinion.
That'd be pretty cool. So actually, let me ask you guys, because when I see a video game adaptation, I get scared when they add new things. Does this concern you if she's a brand new character, or do you trust the show since it was so good season 1?
Since my boy, what's his name? Neil Druckmann, the guy who's currently writing Last of Us 3, wrote all those. Since he's heavily involved, I think I'm fine with it. I just got to see what they're trying to do, because it really wouldn't make sense unless they change. It's hard to get into it, right? But I trust it. I trust them, even though I'm pissed off with Naughty Dog right now.
That ties into it because she was just in this movie called Argyle. And
no way with John Cena?
That's right. A whole star-studded cast.
Yeah, you want to know? This is a Variety
Oh,
story.
don't you dare.
This is
Oh,
a story
no.
from Variety. Look who they
Why?
put in the picture.
Why would you do that? Why would you do this on our show?
Bombs. It bombs. You know what's behind him? He's walking away from his Walmart $5 DVD bin of other bombs. This peacemaker of crap is cancer to movies, and you can catch James Gunn going down in flames with his new DC for endorsing this big chrome mag looking parasite piece of trash. Back to you, Knock.
Back to me.
So actually, oh wait, I'm sorry. So I just had to look up the cast. This Henry Cavill kid, he's in this Argyle. So we're looking at we're blaming the wrong person. We should be blaming the guy who abandoned the CM Punk of DC, the guy who left Superman, the guy who left that Netflix show, The Witcher. This guy is the real problem. John Cena, Hercules can lift mountains. John Cena can lift worlds, but every Superman has a limit.
They used John Cena for that article about bombs. I didn't see Henry Cavill's picture in there.
They probably CGI that out with his mustache. I don't know. I don't know how journalism works.
Nothing is altered here. This is exactly how it was in the trade.
All I see is a guy on the left side. I see half a guy on the left. Zach.
Yes.
I think you just actually go ahead. Go ahead. Talk. Go ahead. Just talk. I have to pull something up.
my boy's got him researching now.
All right. Knock, what do you got up next year?
Next one up. So Disney spent $1.5 billion. So expect Disney Plus to be jumping up in price on Epic Games, which is the what do you call it? The company behind Fortnite right now. So all those crossovers with DC characters, shut it down. It ain't happening no more. We're gonna be getting so many crossovers with Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilms, all that people in Fortnite going forward. So they're jumping on a wave. 1.5 is insane though.
Yeah. They're gonna stop the password sharing. You can't share with other households anymore.
That's the thing too. Like these streaming services are pissing me off, man.
Hulu and Disney starting next month.
Disney. Hulu.
Oh, it sucks. Don't we? Yeah. No, we don't, because we do it the right way.
Listen, man, piracy will be going up if they keep doing this.
Robin Hood, little Eric walking through the forest, oodle-lolly, you're not robbing anyone.
And the last one for the pop news of the week, Moana 2, the trailer just dropped. I didn't get to watch it yet. Let me know if you guys. I didn't even see Moana 1, but there's a lot of trailers will be coming up as it's Super Bowl week. So let us know if you have excited for any Super Bowl commercials or trailers.
Oh, there's a teaser. I'm surprised you haven't. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zach.
Oh, I was going to say, is this the reason The Rock is back in WWE? So you can fucking promote this movie now on a bigger stage on TV?
You know this man's a businessman.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't put up a slide for your new My Hero movie teaser.
I didn't even know that happened. So I'm still a season behind, man. I've dropped the ball so much on that show.
You're missing quite the season. But yeah, there was the new teaser for the movie called You're Next. I think dropped last week, and it was just All Might saying like 2 lines, I think. But it's gonna be an All Might centered movie.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. And for those of you who like My Hero, we did a tier list on My Hero characters year 1 or 2 of this channel.
Honestly, it might have been. It's been a while, man. It might have been year 1.
Yeah, I actually just went back and watched it a couple days ago. It still holds up.
Nice. Phantom X gonna give it to you.
So yeah, that's pop news of the week. Let us know if you guys got anything else that I missed. But jumping from pop to this weekend, the conclusion, the road to the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, man. We're out here. We got the 49ers complaining about their field. Chiefs are chilling right now. We have a lot of reporters asking a lot of weird questions. Y'all got to chill, man. But Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl this Sunday. Eric, who do you got?
Like I said last time, fuck them Chiefs. Right? You know why. I want to see some pain in Kansas City. I want to go down there and see them barbecue wings filled with tears and sadness. I want to go to San Francisco and see a party. I want them I want to see Patrick Mahomes calling the 49ers saying they got room on their team. All right? I'm tired of the Chiefs taking everything. I'm tired of it. I want some change. I'm tired of people doing so good all the time. Hate it.
Oh man. First of all, Mahomes and Niners would be OP. That'd be insane.
Yeah. It would be. Why am I a John Cena fan? Because here's the thing. Just
play that one.
You got Mr. Allpower, we're supposed to be doing our show together, man. Why are you coming at me like this? You called me a closeted Swiftie. You called me a TNA hater. I thought we were on the same page. I'm talking about the same, Mandy Rose page. I thought we were on the same bookmarks and all, man. What are you doing to me? Thank you. That's flop is right, my man.
I'm trying to get some words out here, man.
You don't got to. Don't worry, Mr. Allpower's got us.
Oh,
I don't know how I feel about you being on Mandy's page and watching our show at the same time. I don't know what you're doing, buddy, but come on.
If you can you reach over to give a thumbs up? If you can get off of the Mandy Lacey Evans one, thanks.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. How about you, Knock? Are you your Chiefs or 49ers?
Let's go ahead and force this change in conversation. But yeah, let's go with the Chiefs, man. I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm a Mahomes guy, man. I really want to see it happen. 3-time champion. He's chasing Brady. He needs to get it done. F the 49ers, man. I got too many 49ers fans around me. I'm sick of them. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him celebrating. The Bay Area got too much already. I want to see them upset. That's what I want to see. Let's go Kansas City Chiefs.
Are you following it all, Zach? Do you have a stake in this race or dog in this race? I don't even fucking know sayings anymore.
No, I got nothing. I used to get really into the Super Bowl, obviously for the commercials, but now they release all the commercials ahead of time. I watched 4 of the commercials today at lunch, and I also watched one of the trailers that's coming out, The Quiet Place Day 1. So yeah, I'm sure the Deadpool one's going to drop before Sunday. Otherwise, that's going to be the only one. But expect that. The Quiet Place one, Wicked is probably going to drop because of the network that it's on. And they'll get those Taylor Swift fans excited for Wicked. So expect that one. And what's the other one? Dune Part 2. And there's another big one that's coming, but I forgot what it was. So yeah, that's what I'm excited for.
There was a point where I just watched the commercials. I really didn't care about football. Now, I might put in a bet or two, but I really don't care who wins. I just want to see commercials and make money.
And it's horse Eric, just so you know.
Fuck you. Not you, Mr. Nushi.
I got you. I'm excited for the Deadpool 3 trailer, though. Kevin Feige was wearing the new logo, and it said something on the back of the hat. If anyone can decipher what it said on the back of his hat, that is the title of the new Deadpool movie. Hit up the comments and let us know, because I'm very intrigued on what the name of the movie is actually going to be now that we've seen the logo, which you've seen online. It's a circle, half Deadpool's face, half Wolverine's. So
I'm actually starting to get hyped for it. They're putting more momentum into this than they did Marvel's. So
yeah,
take it out.
That's now streaming.
I watched. Yeah, I wasn't disappointed, but I also was hoping for more.
Did you guys see Miss Marvel, the TV show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really enjoyed that. So I was hoping for a little more with this one. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't. Never mind, it wasn't bad.
I don't remember if I saw the last episode because I think I got kind of turned off towards the end. Not even because it was nothing they did. But did her family find out about her powers in the last
Yeah,
episode?
they do. They
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Okay, that's because I did not remember that happening. But in the movie, they're comfortable with it. So I was like,
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Miss Marvel, absolute heat. The Marvel's an absolute mess, especially that whole singing, dancing planet. They
Yeah,
completely.
that was fucking weird.
There was what so in Iron Man 3 when he went to the Mandarin's house and he found out Mandarin was just some like actor. I completely checked out of the movie. Now this is where this one was worse. Watching when that happened, I just lost all like believability.
I haven't seen it, but Marvel, or maybe it was Kevin, it was either Kevin or one of the high ups, cut that scene down by somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
Oh my
10 to 20 minutes more was supposed to be of that dancing and singing stuff. And one of the higher ups, either Kevin or one of the other ones, said no.
Yeah.
I think the whole point of that is that it's a joke that she in the movie is a princess on that planet. So she's a Disney singing princess. So I guess there's the joke there. But that was a long ass scene for that.
See, for me, that's a what if episode.
It's an actual comic. It's in the comics at the planet that she gets married there. It is a singing planet. Yeah.
I did not know that.
But I think the reason Eric's right for the reason though. I think Eric's right for the reason though. The synergy with Disney is the reason for it being in there as much as it is.
Look at this though. You said they cut about 20 minutes of that scene. The
Yeah.
movie was only an hour and 45, and usually Marvel movies are at least 2 hours. So I guess we didn't really miss much because I think that's would have been the 2-hour mark if they kept that in there.
Yeah, it was not. However long it was, the actual cut was not worth it. It was way too damn long.
Yeah. But here's your Super Bowl 58 broadcast teams. For the first time ever, Super Bowl 58 will be broadcast on Nickelodeon. So let us know in the chat who you'll be watching. On CBS, we got, I think his name is either Phil Nance or Jim Nance, one of those. He's the play-by-play guy. Yeah, Jim Nance. On Nickelodeon, we got Eagle. No idea who that is. Analyst, we got Tony Romo, the man who's just been killing it. And this Nickelodeon side, we got Nate Burleson, Patrick Starr, and SpongeBob. Silent reporters.
Just pants.
Listen, I don't know, man. I didn't put together. Dora the Explorer will be the rules expert for Nickelodeon side. Who do you guys got, man? You gonna watch a Nickelodeon or CBS?
You know what? I'm watching Nickelodeon because it spits straight fire with Dylon.
I'll give you that one. That's a damn good one. Oh man. I actually so it's weird because Nickelodeon has steadily been trying to do stuff with the Super Bowl the past few years. Not enough for me to actually watch it, but like they've been doing some little gimmicks and shit. So it's weird to see them like really going all in. Are kids supposed to be into this? Or is like,
I don't know, man.
Are children supposed to be like, oh, I want to watch the Super Bowl because SpongeBob is there? Oh, I said that sarcastically, but I think that actually was the real conversation. Like, yeah, kids will watch it because SpongeBob. That's so weird.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he has that pull.
Oh, what a time to live in.
Seriously. But it's been a good show, man. We've been a little over the place here. But I think what else we got going on here?
Mr. All Power knows about slime time. Sorry, I had to say it. So yeah.
Ready or not, his kids are gonna be watching on Nickelodeon.
Okay. Let us know how that is. I would love to see a comment or something about how that is.
Yeah, leave a comment here. Otherwise, next time you catch us live, let us know how your kids enjoyed it and let us know how you liked it compared to actually watching it on like CBS. Because you got to do like a whole new production and like rethink everything. So it's kind of, I don't know. I might watch it on Nickelodeon now. It's a very like it's a very weird, interesting way to do it because you have to be very creative.
Right. I mean, okay. I was gonna ask, do we care enough about the Super Bowl to do a stream? But
I don't think that's something you can stream. That'd be real tough. That's a long 3-4 hours halftime show.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, maybe if you guys want to see it, maybe, but that'll be real tough.
Plus, there's the buy-in with all the ROH talents.
It's on fire tonight. Love it.
Speaking of being on fire, how about Cody Rhodes? So, Eric, you're the resident Cody guy. what are your takes on the "We Want Cody, Rocky Sucks" things going on? Him giving up his spot on last Friday Night SmackDown. We're gonna get into this. This is like the main event segment right here. Eric, you started off.
All right, now I know you've got a hot take. Zach didn't hear it, but I've got a hot take of my own. I love Cody. I don't just want Cody. I need Cody. This man got me 2 Rumble wins in a row. That was destiny. That was fate. Zach reached in, and the numbers shifted ever so slightly so he would be in my favor. I'm all about Cody. But I go on Instagram, and I see WWE videos with Cody in them, and I see "We Want Cody." Awesome. I see videos with Rock on them. "We Want Cody." Awesome. Then I started to see videos of Kofi Kingston versus Kaiser. "We Want Cody." I see videos that have nothing to do with Cody and Rock, and it's "We Want Cody." We can want Cody, we can love Cody, and we can support Cody, but let's not drift into disrespecting other wrestlers. Like, it is starting to get to toxic level. And I want Cody to finish the story for multiple reasons. I tell people all the time, I still remember when Cody first debuted in WWE, and I was drawn to him. And that was when he was a babyface, a bland, boring babyface who just wore green. And for some reason, as a kid, I liked him. So I'm happy to see him where he is today. But we don't need to take over. We don't need to be this toxic with it. It's really drifting into negative territory.
Yeah, when I seen the stuff about Ava Rain, I thought that was ridiculous.
That's too much, especially if this is somewhat generated. If it's being talked about that it is generated storyline wise, then we really got to rein that shit in, because death threats are incredibly fucking terrible. That's way too across the line, and that, I guess, shows how much too much that people on social media have access to, and access to these superstars.
Those people are idiots, in my opinion. Like, you can't be serious. And
Right.
I'm calling BS on them trying to say, "Oh, it was a work. This is what we planned." That's not the truth. I do not believe that. I'm not giving them that type of credit. We've seen in the past them drop the ball on stars that were hot for the longest time. I truly believe they want Roman to beat Hogan's mark. I also believe The Rock wrote this in. Like you said, he's wrestling Roman one way or the other at Mania. So this is either going to be a triple threat or it's Roman versus Rock straight up. And I think the better match might just be Roman versus Rock straight up. We can just focus on that. I think Cody can't really finish the story properly in that type of setting, especially if he doesn't win.
Yeah. I also just don't. I think a triple threat is too messy. So, like, that seems like the best compromise. But
yeah, and
it worked. Yeah, you go ahead.
I know they've done it in the past, but I think this is a little different. But you got it.
What's up, Cole? The thing is with this, you're putting 2 huge storylines together, and neither one gets a good payoff the way it should. It should have one big payoff. Either Cody finishes the story on his own, or Roman beats The Rock and is the head of the table, not Rock beating Roman in any capacity. You can't mesh these 2 big stories together. And this worked with a triple threat with Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, whichever he was in WWE, because no matter who was in that triple threat, whether it was Orton or Batista, it didn't matter who he faced if it was both of them. It was him versus the Machine, and now it's versus him versus 2 people from the Machine. So it worked with that. This is different. This is 2 separate storylines that should not be intertwined, and it's just very messy.
Right. And then, like I said in our chat, like, keep in mind, Roman versus Rock is something that's been talked about at least 2 years. And Rock was the one who said no. He did not want it to be done at the time.
Yeah. I think I'm the only one on the side that wants The Rock. I want The Rock versus Roman. I think Cody's just got to wait. This is my prediction for Mania. I think it'll be a triple threat, but I want Rock versus Roman, and I want Cody versus Seth versus. I don't know if I want it to be Drew, but it has to be a triple threat. You can't just do Cody versus Seth straight up. It has to be somebody else, especially since Seth is hurt and he's down 3-0 against Cody anyways.
Can I ask you a question, Knock?
You got it.
What's up?
I love our truth, man. It'd be great, but keep him away from anything with Cody right now, man. We got to take this seriously. I think Cody gets the win with the world title. Hold it for a little bit. Do not unify all belts. That is not the answer. That's what got us
No.
in this issue in the first place.
Absolutely.
Imagine if the belts weren't unified, or imagine if Cody won last year, right? And now Roman is even crazier, even acting even more like toxic to his family because he's trying to hold on to his only belt. And now we get the Rock in here. Imagine we did things properly these last few years. What position we'd be in right now? That's why I can't give them credit for saying, "Oh, we wanted this to happen." It's not true. You could have had this happen even better if you did things properly last year. You didn't screw us. Me and Eric and Zach were there live to watch Cody win his world championship. I had videos set up for a month straight because of Cody's victory. And you guys robbed me. You robbed our subscribers. You robbed everybody.
The air just fell out the room when Roman took that pin, man. When he got that win. It was shocking.
Glorious.
The
That's
only
so
person
good.
smiling was Zach.
That's great.
It
You
was
see all these little marks and kids. Shut the fuck up. Go to bed. We'll celebrate the rest of the night.
Oh man. I will, I really like the R-Truth idea, but I think what we're leaning towards is like, I'm going to come back to Cody in a second, but I think R-Truth and Miz take the tag titles off Damian Priest and Balor at Mania. And this leads towards Priest cashing in on whoever. This is why I don't want Cody to be the world heavyweight champion. I think Priest takes it off of whoever wins that Mania.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Because and it's sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, this is that belt's not Cody's story, so I just don't want him near it either.
Yeah. And they're gonna have to, it sucks to say, but like they're gonna have to do Drew as champion and CM Punk takes it off Drew. Like Drew's been doing such good work. Yeah. So whoever holds it, they're gonna be holding on until CM Punk can come back to start that storyline.
Man,
you got any more thoughts on this? I mean, do you think with the press conference tomorrow, The Rock's been getting booed? Will WWE actually listen and change things up?
I don't know.
Blackout, I'm pretty sure he's cashing in on one of the main belts.
Yeah, I think the deal is, I think Jay takes the offer. He looks like it could happen. They might give him the Sami Zayn treatment of last year. Like, you're not going to be the guy, but you get a title, and that will lead to him and Jimmy. Not for the title, but I'm sure Jimmy will cost him in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you, ready or not. You know what I think would be good to do here? Two things. One of them, Eric, you pointed out that they have a streak of really crappy manias every 10. What was the one with what was the one where
so 10
Hulk 10 clan member Terry came out?
Yeah. 10.
What one was that?
10? Wait, no, that wasn't 10. No. That was 9 or so. Because that was one with Yokozuna, right? Where's Matt?
Yeah, I know. Listen to the chat. But anyways, how that one ended, you could do Cody's match and then have Damian just cash in or whatever on Seth, and then that's null and void, and Cody has a match on night one with whoever. You could have, for some reason, Cody come out a la clan member Terry and win the belt off of Roman Reigns that night, but then obviously he's not going to, it contradicts what he said on Friday night, finishing his story at Mania was not in his plans to do. And they want to beat Hogan's story, so that's not it either. What I would do personally is just suck it up. I just do Rock and Roman this year. Just get it done with. I'm sick of it being in the cards forever now. And just get it done with. And what you do is you play up even more that Cody's getting screwed. And you just have him on like the Raw after Mania. Him be furious after whatever happens at Mania. Him get screwed over. And you have him go to his car or something. And sitting on top of the hood is Triple H's crushed throne. And you do a whole year storyline where your boss, Triple H, has been pissed at you nonstop, and it's been him who's been keeping you from getting into the main event at WrestleMania. So then you do a whole year storyline of Cody's actual good story, because it hasn't been that great this year. A couple things with Brock and some other people. A big year buildup. Cody being the one to go through Orton. You do that story. You do all these other stories for Cody. Then he takes it off at 41 of Roman Reigns. He beats the Hogan thing. You get your Roman and your Rock storyline done. And you get a better build for Cody for a WrestleMania match.
That is a terrific build, there's only one flaw. I, as a wrestling fan and the internet wrestling community, as toxic as we are, cannot wait another year. We need immediate gratification.
Well, at least you talked to Mr. Allpower.
That is a really good build. Like, that actually does make a lot of sense. Like, Cody could definitely do another year of actual, like, real storytelling. Because you're right, like, the Brock stuff was what I think of mostly when I think of Cody this year. And with some stuff with Dominic, and I guess Shinsuke was sprinkled in there. But
yeah,
I don't want to commit another WrestleMania main event to him. I love Cody, but I would love for somebody else to get that spot. Nah.
Oh man, I don't know. I just the story. It reminds me of the Scream franchise. There's no Scream movie coming out now for a while because of all the messiness that happened. Just do kind of another reboot with that. That's what I want. Just it's too messy right now. Let's just scratch it and just take an L, which is going to be a W for them because of all the casual fans that want to see The Rock and all the publicity that it's going to bring in. So I just I don't want to just throw Cody's stuff in there. It's just a waste to me.
In my head, I was like, is there any substitute we can give Rock? Like, can we give him Seth? But it really doesn't work. It has to be Roman if you do it.
It's got to be a slow match kind of thing, yeah, with Roman. Seth would get him winded in the halfway point.
So this is a question for you. Oh, Knock is muted himself. He's busy. I don't know if I didn't think about the match itself. Not that.
Wait, hold on. I've been muted this whole time. I've been talking. Oh my gosh!
I thought you were gone. I thought you were.
I didn't know I was muted.
Did you think we were just talking over you this whole time?
I thought you guys were like. I thought we were going back and forth.
Oh,
You just lined up that way. I thought
that was a perfect. Okay. So there's a
You
question.
sound like Scott Tamori on a Zoom call.
Oh, but yeah, you can't fire me.
Do you think Roman and Rock can have an actually good pace match? Whatever Rock's last match was, keep in mind he was either gassed or he's not in ring shape. You can definitely say that.
No, he's definitely not. I wonder who's helping him train right now. Like, I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, there's no Curtis Axel anymore. I wonder who's that. Well, what's his name? Cameron Grimes?
Oh yeah, he helped Paul.
Yeah.
And this is another good point too. The women miss out on a spot.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like Eric keeps saying, like the Royal Rumble win punches your ticket to the main event, and it's not been happening.
It's not, and you got 2 nights for it. You got 2 Rumbles. It's right there. It's so fucking simple. But
yeah, this is blowing up more than like the discourse on this has been insane. Just obviously keep it about wrestling. Don't get personal. Don't start attacking people. The kickoff show will be insane tomorrow. I wonder how that's going to play out. A lot of stuff can happen. And yeah, here we go. Perfect timing. Who should face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? 67% for Cody, 30% for The Rock. Do you ever think The Rock would lose in a poll like this versus Cody Rhodes? Who would ever thought? It just shows you the work he's put in.
Also, I'm actually surprised it's not bigger because we've talked about how we're in the era where more people know him as Dwayne than The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is very true. That's insane.
I just Fast and Furious, DC.
John Cena?
No. I'm talking about franchises that this man has just kind of tried to take over. And now there's another one I'm missing. Let me know in the chats. But I mean, 3 to 4 big things that he's come in and has taken over to best Dwayne.
Yeah, it is. Is this where we find out we're in a weird universe where Vin Diesel was the good guy?
Oh, imagine that. The family man back on top.
Oh my God.
Like I said in the chat, man, he didn't want to fight Shazam in the Shazam movie, and then he made his own Black Adam movie, and then he said, "No, Shazam's not doing a cutscene with me at the end. I want Superman because I want my next big battle to be against Superman because I'm Dwayne." And Black Adam for Shazam doesn't make any sense to Dwayne. It makes sense to you comic nerds, but it doesn't make sense to Dwayne. Dwayne wants to face Superman.
That is insane.
That
But
is.
he knows about the comics, man. He knows the history, the lineage. He loves it.
Does he? There's a lot of celebrities out there who prove that they know it. Like Henry Cavill has proved that he knows this shit. I've never once in my life, as a wrestling fan, as a Dwayne fan, ever heard this man mention anything about comics.
The Rock reads comics all the time. That Marmaduke, hilarious.
Oh man. Damn, Mr. All Power is right. Rock Anderson called it. The Rock shows up to Cody's car and Jackson. This is why we got to get this show going, All Power.
Oh man. Yeah. Let us know that. I actually, there's a few chats I gotta hit up here. You guys been kind of going off here. Let me try to start somewhere here.
Oh, sorry, we didn't mute ourselves.
Yeah, that's insane, man.
I legit thought you were gone.
I'm glad you said that because I would have kept talking. Roman Reigns buried the World Championship in Seth Rollins. W doesn't even care about the belt. All Power. Okay, Phantom X going off right here. I'm sick of Roman Reigns already. So what he wins at WrestleMania and gets even more time. He won't wrestle. Then we'll see him at SummerSlam just to wrestle a slow match with interference from Solo.
Yeah. Also, he can't have Solo can't play into the finish this year either. No matter who he's facing, they did it last year. Can't be done again.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure they'll do a callback whether it works or not. He's for sure going to be there. Just at this point, do you think Solo needs to break off a little bit and get more matches? He's been there for a while now, being like that, the muscle.
Well, the rumor is he's going to beat Randy Orton clean, but I'm fine with that, but what did beating John Cena clean do for him?
That's the thing. I don't know if I want to see Orton. I don't want to see that match just yet. This is Orton's first Mania back. I want to see him do something a little else.
Right.
Also, AJ Styles better be in the card, but that's besides the point.
Also, Mr. Alpar, those are crazy ass prices. $500 for the whatever tier, and then $1,000 for the tier where you get to like chill with Triple H.
Which one is that?
At tomorrow's press conference in Vegas. There's like $20 and up seats you can get, but those I believe you sit in the far back and you don't get to ask any questions. Once you do like the $500, $1,000 tier, that's when you get like the Cody. Yeah. The $500, like Cody, a signed Cody belt. The Rock takes your seat and you get to ask, I think, a question or two. And then the $1,000 tier is all that, except you get to like chill with Triple H for a second rather than just Cody.
Listen, man, I don't give a damn. I'm not paying $1,000 to see a kickoff show. Let's be real here. What are we doing?
There's no wrestling.
Exactly.
Right. You know they're gonna be sold out. People are gonna fucking buy it.
Yeah. Here's what I'll give. I don't know whose idea this was, but it deserves some credit because this is Super Bowl week. Everyone's gonna be there. Everyone wants to do something while they wait. And these hotels in Vegas, you can't just spend one night there. It's a 3-night minimum. So people are there kind of just chilling. So this is a smart move on whoever's idea. Maybe Nick Khan or whoever it was.
Okay,
I'll give him that credit. It's clearly a money grab, but like, damn. I think we got all these. Yeah, all wrestling companies have drama all the time. Now it's WWE's time. Yeah, I mean, it seems like some of the drama with AEW is clearing up. Now it's back with WWE. Kind of shot themselves in the foot a few times.
Yeah.
And honestly, predictability is not that bad. All right. Like the Sammy stuff was very predictable, but it was great to watch. I think the Undisputed Kingdom was super predictable, but it was the best case scenario of everyone that we all went down the card for who should be it. It's fine. Yeah. Just let things play out if they're predictable. It's fine. It's wrestling. Older marks like us or younger marks like you guys and the internet people, like when we're marks, we can see this shit a mile away. And that's fine. That's fine. Just give us a good show with it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if John Cena wins every match. He's going to give you a 5-star match.
Is he really?
I almost said something on AJ Styles, but you know what? I'm going to take the high road.
Man, everyone took the high road this past weekend.
Oh my God, don't you put that up.
because let me bring something up really quick. I will touch on that. You can put up whatever. We talk about AEW and their choice for video games and how they always pick the bad video games.
Yeah.
Vanderpump Rules is back on Bravo. I'm locked in every Tuesday now. It's not on Wednesday. You're lucky there, Tony Khan. It is back on Tuesday nights. Last week, they had someone endorse Argyle and do a special commercial. This week, they had someone do a special commercial and endorse Madam Web. So I think Vanderpump Rules might have beat AEW on picking the worst shit to endorse.
That's a good pickup.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. Okay, Swerve versus Hangman getting an endorsement.
Yeah, it's a good feud from them. Let's see what's next on the list here. But yeah, let us know.
More?
I think there's like one or two more, man.
I'm sorry. This is the longest episode.
Story.
Oh, not too much stuff, but shout out to Brian Keith. Me and Zach seen him at PW Revolve a few months ago.
Yeah,
he's now all elite as well, just like Mercedes, who posted this a few weeks ago, being in front of the TD Garden. And AEW has a spot on the ESPN profile now. I think
okay. That's big.
Which plays into this last thing I want to hear Zach's thoughts on. Listen, I don't want to pay for another streaming service, so I better get bundled in here somehow. But Zach, as I'm trying to look for it real quick, what are your thoughts on the whole Disney, Fox, TNT putting together a sports streaming service?
I don't know how this is going to work with all their different ways of doing things, but you won't get bundled into this. You won't get grandfathered into this. I almost guarantee that. And this is almost proof. This is almost proof that they're admitting that their own services aren't that great.
Yeah, pretty much.
They need to band together and have a megazord of a service for sports. Like I do believe this is them just kind of like tapping in and just like trying to just get everyone in the sports market, which is fine. But like WB or Max has the Bleacher Report live stuff on there that now is going to be like obsolete. Whatever they do on Hulu now, is that going to be obsolete? Who's going to make the most money off this, and who's going to have like a bigger focus on this? This is cool. This is something that like I'll take anyone else's opinions on, because I'm not too like into viewing a bunch of sports and all that. So just to me, this just screams, hey guys, are your services working? Yeah, mine aren't either. Should we just do this all together and try to make money? This way we get all the sports people at once and we split the profits. That's what this is.
True. It is getting out of hand. I'm pretty sure I brought it up on the channel at least once. I talked about how I think streaming is eventually going to go the way of cable. It's going to get too complicated, too big, and something new and something different is going to have to come up to replace streaming eventually, because this is just a monster on itself now.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and I don't know, man. It's just blowing out of proportion at this point. But yes, it's been a heck of a show. Come on, dog, man. You can't end the show. I'm trying to end the show, man. It's been one heck of a show. Win a whole hour 48 for your boys. A lot of streaming these last 2 weeks. We had the Rumble stream a few weeks ago, which hit a 1K. Appreciate everyone who jumped in there, man. It really supported you boys. But yeah, closing up, man. Mercedes is all elite. Sting is a world champion, and The Rock is getting booed. Oh, we didn't even talk about Carmelo Hayes, though. But Carmelo Hayes turned on Trick Williams, man. Sad day to kick off Black.
You want to talk about getting booed? I congratulate this man. This man got more heat than a fire last night. They had to stop people in the crowd from chanting. They said, hey, everyone, hold on. We're like, this is going live. You need to stop. And they're like, yeah. Carmelo. Congrats to Carmelo. We're talking about how Trick surpassed him. Now Carmelo is going to be like next level now that he's a heel. I'm so excited for Carmelo, and this is really fun to watch.
It was. And like you said, like we all talked about, like, oh, Trick surpassed him. And he said in his promo, like, you guys he's not on my level. He's just my hype man. That was a great promo, man. He killed it.
Yeah.
I'll give him props, because I mean, this is like you said, Zach. It was predictable. We all saw it coming. We all predicted it, but it was done right.
Yep. And first, again, people on Twitter are the stupidest people in the world. Oh my God, cinema storytelling. Never saw this coming. You never saw this coming. They telegraphed this shit so far in advance. It was an email. So let's cut this shit about overreacting. And I don't want to see people on Twitter acting like, oh my God, like people in the crowd when something barely happens on wrestling TV, just so they can get featured on TV. But it's fine because it's predictable and it was glorious.
Glorious. Eric, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I just got some stuff to promote. Zach, you missed it, but I made the announcement that in my quest to prove that TNA is overhyped, I not only allow us to talk about TNA, but I will be streaming TNA. So you and Knock, you guys can collaborate. You can work with the people in the chat to decide what it is I'll be watching. And I will try my hardest to be objective, but of course, TNA is not cool, so it's gonna suck. Also, I've told you guys about this. That I've been doing some voice acting stuff. I will have some stuff to promote on the channel actually very soon.
Yes, sir.
So keep an eye out. If you guys want to support me in that, sorry, I'm turning on Pow World as we're wrapping up. nerds. Oh. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for posts. I will be posting links to other channels and stuff that I'm working on.
That's awesome. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Eric, man. The Infinity Champion keeps on winning. Zach, man, any final thoughts?
Just check out the stuff that we got from GCW, and we got another show from Prestige. So keep your eye on the channel and just support us. When Eric puts his stuff on here, support him. And might have some news coming up in the next week too, but not as cool as Eric. So I'm not going to TK myself into this one. That's cool, Eric. I have an even bigger announcement.
Oh, man. Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of big things happening for your boys at the West Coast POPCast. This is the final boss. This is the West Coast POPCast week and Wednesdays. Shout out to all the Poppers, the Justice Leaguers, the Rampagers. From Zach, from Eric, final boss. Peace out.
Oh, actually, real quick. Sorry, there is one thing I meant to ask. But Zach, real quick.
Yeah.
To the street, what's that to the sky on the flying thing? Play us out.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for ruining the rest of my day.